Foodies, Chill Brown Vegan here. Welcome back to another vegan recipe video. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Solstice, Happy Holidays to you and your family. Hopefully you guys are staying safe and warm out there. If you're a vegan that celebrates the holidays, it might be a little bit difficult to figure out what you want to eat, especially if you're eating with non-vegans, but by now you should already have your mains and your sides. But what about dessert? Well, that's where I'm here to help you. Today I'm going to show you how to make a vegan pumpkin roll, featuring my very good friend, Just Egg. According to their website, Just Egg isn't just for omelets and scrambles, you can also use it in baking. So today we're gonna see if that actually works. So I'm gonna be using this instead of eggs. 1 egg equals 3 teaspoons of Just Egg. So I'm excited to try this recipe, guys. If you are interested to see how this turns out, keep watching and don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It really helps my channel out a lot. So without further ado, let's get cooking. Okay guys, let's gather up some of our ingredients. You're gonna need Just Egg, vanilla extract, some brown sugar, pumpkin puree, and some granulated sugar. Go ahead and grab a large bowl and we're just going to combine everything in the bowl. Measurements will be down below in the description, as always. Once everything's in the bowl, get your hand mixer and beat it. Or you can just use a whisk and do it by hand, but you just wanna make sure it is a nice and smooth consistency. It'll look something like this. Now for round 2, we're gonna need some flour, baking soda, pumpkin pie spice, cinnamon, and some pink Himalayan salt. You're gonna grab another bowl and then pour all of your ingredients into it, and then you can actually go ahead and whisk this by hand because you don't want your flour and spices flying all over the place. Then once you're done, get the bowl of the wet ingredients, and little by little, you're just going to add your flour mixture into it, stirring it in between. Once it starts to look like baby food, you are done. You can go ahead and set it aside. Next, you're going to need a baking tray with some parchment paper on it. So that's what I have right here. And you're just gonna take some vegan butter and just spread it all over. If you don't have vegan butter, you can use oil, you can just rub it on. And then you just wanna make sure it is just covered really well because we're gonna pour our batter right onto this, and we just don't want it to stick once it's done baking. I'm just using Earth Balance. It looks like this. And just go ahead and smear it all over until you feel really confident that you have covered every inch of it. And then we're gonna pour our batter onto the parchment paper. Then with a spatula, you're just going to smooth it out, basically to the 4 corners. You don't wanna spread it too thin. So if you feel like it's really thin, you don't have to spread it all the way out, but you just wanna make sure that it's not just one large clump. And here I am just very carefully tapping it onto the table to get any of the air bubbles out, or at least that's what I think I'm doing. Now we're just gonna go ahead and put it into the oven and let it bake. When it's done, it should look like this. You don't want it to burn. I'd say put it in there anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes, depending on your oven. Just stay close by, make sure that it doesn't burn or that it's not wet anywhere. And I'm just taking a knife around the edge to make sure that it's not sticking. Now here I have a tea towel, and you're gonna go ahead and grab some powdered sugar, and you're just gonna go ahead and shake it over the tea towel and then just kind of spread it around with your hands. I didn't measure it, as you can see, but you just wanna make sure you kind of have a lot, but not too much, but not too little, you know what I mean? But yeah, just go ahead and spread it out. Here I'm adding more. I definitely added way too much. Powdered sugar just got everywhere. But then go ahead and grab the cake. You still want it to be warm. You don't want it to be so hot that you can't handle it, but you don't want it to cool to the point where it's no longer pliable. Anyway, you're gonna give it a good old 1, 2, 3, and go ahead and put it down onto the tea towel. And you're gonna peel away the parchment paper. Make sure you do it very gently so that you don't take away any chunks out of your cake, like I did here. But it's not that bad. That's gonna be the inside. No one's gonna see that. And then you're just going to start rolling. I'm gonna go pretty slow. Of course, I'm gonna speed it up here just for the sake of time, but you do wanna take your time and roll it up very slowly because you don't want the cake to break or tear. When you're done, lay it seam side down and let it cool completely. For the cream cheese filling, you'll need powdered sugar, butter, vanilla extract, cream cheese, of course, and some cinnamon. Very gently and gracefully put everything into another bowl, and if you are like me, you can go ahead and get a spatula and just mix it all together. But if you like to do things, you know, smarter and not harder, go ahead and get a hand mixer and mix that up. You want it to look something like this. Once your cake has cooled down completely, go ahead and very carefully unroll it. If you don't see any tears or breaks, then congratulations, you have succeeded. You are almost at the finish line. Go ahead and grab a spatula and smear on that cream cheese. This is where you can do it however you like. You can spread it thin, you can spread it thick. There are no rules here. Just make sure that you use as much as you like. And once again, you want to very carefully roll it up. Since it spent all that time cooling in a rolled position, it should kind of sort of remember that. I guess it's like a muscle memory kind of thing. But go ahead and roll it up. And then what I like to do is put it down seam side first, of course, and then I wrap it up in saran wrap. Once that's done, I will just put it in the fridge and let it set overnight. And when you wake up the next morning, you've got a pumpkin roll. Now you can kind of see where I laid it down is a little bit flat on one side, but that's okay. Go ahead and sprinkle on some powdered sugar and you're good to go. And there you have it. You've just made a very delicious, very vegan pumpkin roll. Enjoy responsibly. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you give this a try. It was so good. Honestly, if you have non-vegans over and they try this, they won't even know the difference. As always, thank you so much for your support. Make sure you do like and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss a video. And I hope you guys are all staying happy, healthy, safe, and warm, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!